You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Good morning and welcome to the final edition of the breakfast show for this week, where they come to you live na Liberty Online TV. Today na Friday, the second day of May 2025. Alasan, I don't know why I want to say the fourth day. I think I want to May run too fast.
I don't know if it's a very hectic journey. Because reaching to Friday, always we can feel relief, you know.
I think because the weekend is here. Anyway, it's Friday, the second day of May 2025, and we will bring this edition of the breakfast show to you. Mina Mabel Kabadi say good morning.
And Mina Al-Hassan Kuma, my pleasure for there. Good morning. As today now the 2nd of May 2025, and inside this edition of the breakfast show, we look at concerns we don't come out for Seka picking them. We not eligible for write the 2025 WASCE exams. And what this mean for the country and the education sector, we go discuss that inside this edition of the program. Where for sake of that, we plenty picking them not get for write the exams, about 80% of them picking them. We principals say all about the country, we don't file in for make them write the exams. This make one organization we solidarity organization. We write concern with regards to the unfortunate issues and events that happen at the country with regards to the picking and we not able to write the 2025 WASCE exams. And that we discuss and plenty other issues inside this edition of the program. You will be part of this edition through we will send a text message to the number +23274 200 545, or you drop a comment at the platform also you watch we form.
All right, well, as you don't hear from Al-Hassan at this edition of the breakfast show today, we can't talk about education. Osai, if we don't follow since last year to now, Liberty TV, we don't exclusively don't look at issue we get for do with this 2025 WASCE, as over 1,000 Pekin be left behind because, according to WAEC, the schools they not been submitting Pekin and BRS. And now that then they use for let them go make them get confirmed students and when they take the exam. The exam don't start, but a lot of concerns don't come out again. Also, we see the coalition of principles solidarity when a group don't get 6 bullet points them where they make us concerns them against WAEC. Waiting the inside them bullet points here, waiting the ones we need for be done, where according to them, they don't say whether they raise them concerns here. We discussed at the program this morning. We also obviously go for hearing from WAEC, waiting and think, but then 6 bullet points here where the coalition of principles solidarity put against WAEC. We go hearing from WAEC, waiting at them position, the status of the picking them. We're not able to see this exam because this coalition also make the public know say the principals them waiting at the coalition not go for invigilate the 2025 WASCE. Waiting will be the effect, waiting WAEC go do for ensure say the one them we get for go take the exam, get invigilators them. All of that we discuss at this edition of the breakfast show. And obviously again we go for bring you updates from Kailaun for sake of the younger issue as we get information say a government delegation supports for go Wakade for let them go settle the issue we been happen there Usai. These few days, people them we been they be on the left for going nearby towns them because them been concerned about the security. Well, we got to for bringing you the latest updates from Yenga also and so many other issues where we go discuss this morning.
We'll continue with the breakfast show. We'll take the very first item inside the program this morning as the APC monthly parliamentary press conference. Now one we thanking all we journalists them for update the public and the country with regards to things that will happen at parliament and all about the country. Thursday, May 1st, 2025, the APC members of parliament, they may engage journalists them and for updates journalists them with issues we then discuss inside the press conference. We get for do it assessing infrastructural development within the SLPP party. I'll be the part of this press conference and put these reports together. Tuesday, May 1st, this year, the All People's Congress, APC, been hold a monthly parliamentary press conference with journalists them. Inside this press conference, they look at the infrastructure under the SLPP government from 2018 to 2025 as they describe the theme Promise versus Reality. Honorable Lucinda Kelly, where they represent the APC Nakono district, where been the talk, he say the Ernest Bai Koroma government been left the country with plenty good roads all over the country.
We say we predecessor Ernest Bai Koroma make this country. We say the people and bring them outside there from today. Because we the people of Sierra Leone, we they know for one thing, so we people forget. We do for good things, especially good things, we people forget. I mean even the bad things. I mean the war, so many of people forget about it. I mean you see people they still they do things that they will come back in this country. We don't see a lot of things go on in this country. For sure say people don't forget which one we can work. And they still find a way for people to go back, which one we can work by their actions and their attitude. But I don't forget we know so when Ernest Bai Koroma take over, I don't count this money, I don't care for I mean say anything wrong against the Yankuba or chastise them or for degrade them. He was a fine president. We don't say he can all be in this country. Through President Koroma in decision where it be decisive for take one decision. If not, the world will be for end the way we end or the right time we end.
Honorable Mohamed Alpha Jallo, where they represent the APC na Falaba district, where he made the talk. He said President Bio now work with waiting day by the 2018 manifesto on infrastructural development.
We and I read the 2018 manifesto. Wallahi, I'm vexed. I'm vexed because I ask myself, why for goodness sake, SLPP and this government, they take the people of this country for granted. Then they lie so much that they feel say we not get sense. The people of this country don't get sense. I don't know, when I go recall, build up to the elections in 2023, there was one video where they go viral. The video of the president in a state house. He make a statement. He said he don't do all the promises there from A to Z. In fact, now bonus if they give it. That was outrageous. Can you imagine the audacity when the president gets to tell me that kind of thing? So today, we can't examine the promises there, where it they make vis-a-vis per road infrastructure. Now road no more will they take. Now ain't no more be one for just pay attention to.
Honorable Dr. Umfa Sorikoma, where they represent the APC in a western area, where even they talk, they say government not do better yet for improve on education and health.
Expose the lies and for come to terms with the reality inside of what yourself in this crash when they take one to heaven and back. They also promise to establish technical and vocational centers in all chiefdoms that will provide training areas relevant for rural sectors such as hand pump repairs. They can't really talk about job, no business. Bicycle, motorcycle and alcala repairs, and also for facilitate and maintain of agricultural tools and equipment. We will not see that they happen. That now for education. And those were the promises we they make for education. Waiting today, we are yet to see. Now on our health, page 42, they say, then go help for reduce disease, for prevent disease and control surveillance.
They continue to say government's been promised for improve on laboratory facilities now all the regions na saloon.
I promise a new direction for Sierra Leone as a united, peaceful, progressive, dynamic, confident, enterprising, and happy nation. On underline the word happy nation, where the people have unlimited access to jobs, food, and also underline the word unlimited access to jobs and food, education, and health services, where there is equal justice and equal opportunity for all. He also go on for say, we must transform Sierra Leone into a middle-income country of the 21st century. I mean, I will underline past 10 lies that we will express in the past 5 years. First of all, we not see ourselves as a happy nation. If you go
Honorable Alpha Ben Mansari, where they represent the APC Namoamba district, end up saying the APC party go continue for stand by the people of Salone, and not only APC party they do infrastructural development na Salone. So the people for believe in the vision of the APC for come back to power inside the 2028 elections. For Liberty Online TV, Al-Hassan Kouma, the report.
All right, welcome back. You still watch the breakfast show na Liberty Online TV. And like we tell you earlier, today na this edition of the breakfast show, we can give una updates regarding concerns we don't come out for the 2025 WASC where they on now as different picking them where they sit the government WASC they take the WASC exam. Concerns and they come for over a year ago. Also first we been start with picking them we not qualify for seats. Concerns been come from the ministry through WAEC where then say some school and not been agreed for submit names of picking them, and that be result to over 1,000 picking them we not go for seats this exam, and major schools themselves na free tongue they will not they take this exam because of them concerned then they. Now we see the coalition of principals solidarity then gets an issue where then get 6 bullet points them where then raise concerns them against WAEC for sake undying thing them where them believe say it don't do for WAEC look inside and concern your way we don't get to a point they even don't talk say they not go make them principals them invigilate this 2025 WASC, and they also they threaten for strike. Well, waiting at the issue we make them pull out these 6 points where they want for WAEC look inside as concerns them. We discuss on the program this morning. We go for your from WAEC, waiting the makeup of them concern ya, and also the picking them we not they take this 2025 WASC. We not to their own fault. Waiting go get forbidden faith. We go discuss them also na the program. And later at Seluna, we go try for bringing updates from Kailaun. Also we go look at the issue where they happen at Yenga. So in case you get any question for ask or comments for make regarding the topic we discuss this morning, you can drop them to +23274 200 545. We begin with the issue we get for do with education, and at the studio this morning, now a pleasure for welcome Bangali Tommy, when a PRO for the Coalition of Principals Solidarity. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning, Mabel. Thank you for having me.
All right, like I don't tell the viewers them, we see our bullet points we wanna pull, we don't go viral now. Also on the raise concern against WAEC, but a lot of questions don't come again about this solidarity coalition we wanna form. So let me just start the first. The coalition, who that's indeed and why wanna set them up?
Well, the coalition principles cut across the country, where them principles and so also now majority of them are paid off members then. Now, CPSS, when a Conference of Principal Western Area, and then membership, like I say, extend up country as well. Principals where the same picking for the exams, and then going forward, how we don't see the exam they go, how we see the picking the WAEC, for whatever reason, and just the left continue for left the picking. I also see the number where just the, every year issue upon issue, issue upon issue. So we as principals, we thought and fit say we need to come together and then let we make our presence known.
What's on a membership strength?
Like I say, principals cut across the country. Boku.
You talk about the you being part of the Conference of Principals.
Of course.
So what do you bring about on forming this coalition?
Well, the Conference of Principals, we know so they get plenty on the table. You understand? So just like una say for then a media, una get like sludge, una the umbrella body, but una get other supporting organizations where they underway like they serve as an auxiliary group for SLAJ.
So basically, within the key things them we on the look out for, on the fight for with regards to the education sector's principles.
Well, the issues them plenty. Since when this CAS issue start up, to we see as seen like a deliberate attempt for beginning for cut down picking them, because CAS na continuous assessment mark where we as schools authority now would prove how they give picking them based on their performance in schools. So like CAS year 1 na 10%, CAS year 2 na SS2 na 10%, CAS year 3. So in actual sense, if picking they go for exam, already it don't get 30%. If by any stretch of imagination, if WAEC they make use of that 30%, we'll not see no reason for let picking get F9 in any subject so far. You understand? No reason not for let picking get F9 in any subject. But over the years, every learner they know where results come out, they see how F9 is the little line. So that 30, that continuous assessment mark will not see and say if will be a reason we're picking for left out of exam for that.
We don't see many times over the years issues don't come on picking them with and left out of the exams. We, according to WAEC, they mention about this issue we just bring about the CAS. We know the continuous assessment that is definitely the fault of principals. Within the various schools, we're not sending them continuous assessment for them picking me. Within the time frame where WAEC can announce at the time here on for count this particular continuous assessment. You know, if you say it's a fault of the principals.
I don't want to come as a fault of the principals, you understand? Before we start for send information for the CAS, we get what they refer to as the ministry call and Becker check. You understand? This na system wherein principals they submit names for them picking them to the ministry and which them Becker. So when you send them, ministry they look at them and then either they verify the Becker whatever, then send the name back to you. Say, oh, for example, if my school send 50 names, they will look at the Becker. Then even when hard copies is sent, then they will give you 20 names. And so they're picking a legitimate picking there. So you got to go all out for let you say you picking and not left out. You understand? So the very day where WAEC for lock reporter for CAS year 1, it was on Sunday. That very Sunday day, what ministry they approve schools them. 6 o'clock p.m. they still approve schools then where the porters go for lock 12 o'clock midnight. So some of them schools they were then left out. So when 84 school, if I not forget, 84 school were then left out. Some of the schools they don't get them the approval letter from ministry. Yet by the time that they go now, principals are not IT specialists. The system where they count a compel principals for hire IT people cut across the country when an extra burden for principals because you go for pay them people in the house. So you can't get your approval for ministry now, you go find IT person, you go get the job. You get for look at the post will get pay and high, they do the job, by the time they reach to you, why I don't lock reporter. In fact, this porter I said, but they say 12 o'clock, they lock at 10 o'clock. So that don't make majority of the picking they left out. There why I come and tell you so well the portal na the CAS na Ghana they in charge of farm. In fact, when they lock is not open. Going forward back and forth with the ministry, we later understand say that 84 schools where they left out, the number count down to 59. So the balance 25, if my mathematics correct, who side then go. So it means they open portal and include them and left the other picking them out. And that we suspect.
According to WAEC, the last time we host them regarding this CAS issue and the portal, them being given ample time for ensure say una do all the entries and not just do the entries but get training to una for let una sabi how to go through na the portal. Una you na one pan the principal, right?
Yes.
Who school? Let me just start. Who school you been there for na experience it training where WAEC been do for put the entries them at the portal before then they close?
No. The training was done at Rokel, something like that. Like I say, principals not to IT people. The software is so complex to the point that if you not get IT background, you find it very difficult for user. Then train people them. And that training itself, it was just like a show, so to speak. Because this is a system where if you one can bring and come out, you know, just go do in 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. At least if you don't do it a week, let people all fail the system.
When then concern ya begin come out, una be make sure say WAEC no say some of una they will still not understand how to use the portal.
Of course, we make a note and tell you say una take IT people in. When I take IT people and any issue you school get, can I work the IT support department they go meet.
So you think say this problem first starts with issue we get to do with the inputting system, the IT side for principles and for do this continuous assessments. Yes. Now that the problem starts.
Yes, because you not go able go send. Indeed, why they say that they don't get ample time, which is true. But you as a principal, you not go able go bypass ministry. You know, bypass ministry, you don't approve you by care, you the number of quota where they go for give because ministry now they give quota to schools them. This school A will get 200 for these exams. So you cannot bypass ministry and send quota. However, some principals, because of the frustration where they continue to get from the frustration where they continue to get from ministry because of Becker problem, no Becker problem, then bypass ministry and send names them. If not being this so, then send names and the WAEC cast portal year 1. Then send names them. If not been do so, that 84 school ministry they say they left. If I don't left, if school them for don't pass so.
Outside the delay, Kinde, is it from the ministry or the schools? Because when you ask the ministry, then go blame one of the principals and say now una the delay for go through the process.
Now they tell you now, the blame no they come up from school system. Because I know go don't get picking. I don't process and I don't get from SS1, SS2, SS3. Time for last for exam, I begin delay for whatever is what I go do for. But you cannot go through if you want to follow the procedures. You don't go send CAS if ministry not approve your number. So ministry go for approve your number first. And that system was so difficult for school authorities. Where you count. In fact, there was a school like collegiate. Collegiate, there was a time where they first approval and say, now 1 candidate, 9, is it 1 or 5 candidates, and then give them. School like collegiate. You have to say now 1 or 5 candidates, now then get back correct back in that school day. So it's so difficult. Principal then will go, then go come back. You mention school like a grammar school, you go for send, then go then cut number, and then picking then at school, you don't go see student and watch the picking and pass get for write a letter back to them say and go bring candidate picking them back then, cut them back in the ministry, you go for take a time for let them watch and approve them back and count to you back. Then from there you go whether they approve the actual number whether one for you now, whether you satisfied or not, then you know, maybe if you not get option, then you go to your IT person now, it begin send the CAS name there.
When them send it na concern we then left them plenty names and of picking away for writes the exams for this 2025. So how was it like between owner the principals and that of the parents? And because as a parent you send in your picking, probably picking the SS2, you hope say nothing for this year's exams and in name not come. So how owner can handle or how the principals can handle that kind of situation when parents go come or the picking go come, this is a name no day and get the correct documents for write the exams?
Well, it's a really challenging. This system don't be one of the most difficult systems for principals them. Because imagine picking, you don't do process, you don't do them picking and some of them they don't turn like a picking to we. You understand? Then you don't send a name with all a beke. You don't send a name. Then possibly. Like ministry na quota then they give you say this school here na so number then give you. But you don't find out say the number you where they give you that approve for you. You pick it the way they in a school, they exceed that number there. They exceed that number. So you don't get any option, pass some of them picking and they go for left out. So when we talk about this CAS year 1, now the first process, now the start of everything, we get CAS year 2. In CAS year 2, now they will input picking them where maybe come up from other school can join SS2. You understand? And then maybe in CAS year 1, picking there, then now you school, maybe something that time they where the input person not been there, you know, reach them out. You enter a name. But maybe not able to get in correct date of birth, then in picture not there. But with CAS year 1, then go provision say you can even snap the badge of your school if the picking not available and upload that for that very picking day. And as
of now, the exams don't start all about the country. As when I begin to go in concern of calling other principals and teachers and not for take part inside for conduct or supervise these 2025 WASC exams. One of the key issues I want to mention that the attendance list and the scannables and we then submit to schools them enable for match to the confirmation of entries, the photo album, the BRS with them school authorities they don't prepare for from the WASC BRS portal. Now the exams don't start. So waiting lead to this mismatch of name and the BRS as well, we able for match out to the picking them.
Well, what lead out of this? It because WAEC no operate on the BRS portal. Now two software we use. We get the CAS portal and the BRS portal. The CAS portal year 1, year 2, year 3, or CAS 1, CAS 2, CAS 3. SS1 for CAS 1, SS2, CAS 2 na SS2. So now they will the process all. Going forward, picking another CAS 1 na your system, but then picking another left your school, they don't go other side. But you still care if you don't send information for the CAS 1. Understand? The other picking don't can join you CAS 2, you don't come to other school, you don't come. Instead of coming to that school, but it's what we call in CAS reference number. But if you cut in CAS reference number to you, even the system where they provide for you, the system for say whether picking out in CAS reference number is supposed to include that with you, it's not working. It not work. So the BS portal now the final portal. Now they will do all necessary corrections. Because maybe don't do in school, maybe I enter in CAS 1, but now science student I go enter mistakenly enter for commercial, I go do that rectification, I go do that correction day. You understand? Then PQA don't left me in school, I can do that correction day. So the CAS the BIS portal now they will do final submission, and we don't submit unto them. Then they give confirmation say submission successful. Then after that, then the software they ask you for generate BRS. So we the principals of school they generate BRS where they make the beginning name they can alphabetical order. If I say Amara Joe, if Amara is the first name, the Amara will be 001. T and so it come alphabetical order. So now we the school authority then we can print that BRS. 2 months to exams, we don't give them. Then a confirmation to them say, then get for write the exam. I'm sure most of where they are will see to us. Where you before the exam they then give that slip say now you life card. Now so normally they can say life card. You understand? So now that BRS portal because that BRS portal no not touch them. For whatever reason, then go CAS 1. Now from CAS 1, then go print names them and bring can come. So if I say now picking and they then go for the legitimate picking and CAS 1. But maybe if in the commercial, you go put an ad, the beginning go available for the school exam. That's not the way to go right. For the first time when they get exam, where life card not important. Life card then exam authority they use for identify picking the way they come for the exam. He count the life card, not name. Now Mohammed Bangura, I wash the life card. Mohammed Bangura, what's the age? Because the life card get the picking age day. It tell you age, in picture the day, then we can get what they call photo album. I get the photo album, I will look at the picking, if I know say this is the right picking for the exams. But this one now, no life card, then no photo album. So anybody can carry seminar, you go in for the exam and write. You not get no, you know, in fact, you don't even know whether they carry the exam, whether they carry the exam. So now the CHEM system, this is where WAEC operate on this year.
When I don't make them concern known to WAEC.
Of course, you don't make a known to them through umbrella body in a western area when CPSS. We've been gathered to
what are the CPSS?
A Conference of Principal Western Area, CPSS.
Because the reason why I ask, the Conference of Principals, when they on a concern being go public, people reach out to them. The response was they not recognize on a body, and then they go ahead and work with WAEC. How on a relationship like?
Well, they might not recognize you as a body because we not officially reach out to them yet. But they know say majority of we are paid up members na CPSS. So even the PRO, CPSS, then concerned what they explain so instead of the 98, one of them is there. And the same concerns they instead bring them out.
So waiting at the because just like within Mabel the talk, we try for reach out the Conference of Principal. For let we know whether una gets the same information, whether then they in support of this information will be there out, see principals and teachers and not for they parts for conduct these exams. So how the relationship they like? Because if a Conference of Principal we una they part of you guys are paid up members, say they're not aware of this una concerns them way in the race.
Well, if they say they are not aware of or concerned with the rate, what they raise, it's unfortunate. Because there is no school in this country where it's not affected. You understand? No school absolutely in this country where it's not affected in this new system. If WAEC, by any means, them want for communicate this, now this system they want for out, they don't communicate on the school authorities then. Then for the get preventive mechanisms. Therefore, don't communicate on the principle and say, now, cast Oga for go by you. So not maybe all these issues they get will not for don't go by. But we are not at war. We are partners in development. Why? But for so many years, in fact, principals are not respected. The feel for us say, now we the cow picking. They are hired for conduct transitional exams. Now we they prepare them picking in there. So for the talk, if now this system them want for them bring them, therefore don't communicate until we. It's all communicated. Then just grab overnight and bring on this system.
But the WAEC will always tell you say then they work hand in hand with the ministry where suppose for the communicate with una the school principals them and anything when they introduce and they ensure say una input city. So una parents bodies have not been telling us in a cast WAEC they use?
Of course. I tell you say for free. The parent body not aware of that. And even the ministry not aware of that because we few days or weeks ago ministry pulled press release where they say principal they don't understand the principal and they collect money and picking them for BRS. So therefore stop that. So if the ministry be not say, if them don't communicate on the ministry say na cast they use, the ministry will don't communicate until
Alright, Bangali, let's just holiday. Let we try for go get somebody from WAEC. We they connect Saliu Kamara when are the public affairs officer na WAEC. For let we hear from WAEC when then they conduct the exams them and the exams them be don't start. Let we know then concern ya if they're aware and waiting and they do towards that. Good morning, Saliu, and welcome to the Breakfast Show live na Liberty TV.
Good morning, Mabel. Good morning, Sierra Leone.
All right, we get with winner the program this morning a representative from the coalition for the coalition for principals them where there is concern for circa 6 bullet points them we then get against WAEC. Let me just start for no first before we go into them bullet points and the WAEC aware of this coalition we don't raise concern but this 2025 exam we on the conduct currently.
Of course, Mabel, thank you very much for we on connect me on the program. We they work with CPSS and SLTU. Now the only recognized body that they really regulate the activities of principals and teachers in this country. So any other body now we want from, we will not sabi them. So any concern you get an authority. So if you concern legitimate, I hope say the channel and to the authority than for go the wrong way, they put it and they do so. Let them consider them say now future leaders of this country, then they deal with their students then they. So if they give a task or responsibility. Hello?
Yes, I get you.
Yeah, if they give task or responsibility for carry out as principle, if we're able to carry out that responsibility, they accordingly. So where the man I hear the talk say the ministry is not aware about CAS. MBSSC aware about CAS, and even the timeline where we put out for CAS, CPSS, SLTU, the chairman of Parliamentary Committee on Basic and Senior Secondary Education, they're all aware of their timeline, and they don't tell them, say, based on the CAS year one, now they take the candidates them will qualify for seats the WASCE for that particular year. And they know say now list the way they submit to Ministry of Education, where they verify. Now verify candidates them for that CAS year one day. Where then they talk about so. So if in the come, if they deny say the CAS year one, they not ever know say now they do the entries. It is so unfortunate to me then. Only a principal they talk so publicly, you know they give for talk with me. It's so unfortunate. Where the program now the third year this and CAS be done there for how long? The yearly CAS now the third year this so they implement in this country.
What's in the role where the principals and from the schools and can play now this CAS?
Then for enter the biodata of them picking them because now they get the picking them. So if you see say in school get 5 picking them where they sit was, where they open that portal, if you enter you 5 picking them where they sit was, and if they go through ministry they verify for those say then candidates then they qualify for 60 exams.
According to the principal where we get here this morning, where they represent this coalition of principal solidarity, una not been give them enough time for go through this process, and even some schools and they where the principals then not be no waiting for do, they hire IT people in, but by the time then they get the work done, the portal was closed.
Maybe that's not to inner the problem. The candidates they will eligible, the ministry approve, then they then go change them, put their own candidates there, we pay them money. Now the problem down there, now the pressure then they get from them candidates then they were not eligible for 60 exams and we're not the part of the system. The time we will give them for that cash year one, the last have to remember, I don't know on our studios for several times them. Now May 31 to September 30, just check them, now 4 months period. Even if you get 1,000 people in our school, then give 4 months for enter them biodata, they're not going to do them. Now 4 months period.
Sorry, this is a strong allegation for say the principals them take money from other picking them when they want to do entry for when I bring this problem. How WAEC reach to this conclusion?
We they part of the system. We they go to their school and complain and the way they even meet back from them picking and from them even they go now WAEC say, hey, I want can verify if my name then at the BRS. I pay so money. When they tell them say no, go to your school authority and then they do the entry for you. Any school candidate they go through your school authority, not to through WAEC in the cap. So then they themselves aware and they not just want to come out and tell the people them which are the truth.
So Sally, then concerns don't come over the years. For the past 3 years, we don't see issues of picking them. We're not able to write the exams. And one strong concern where Mr. Bangali at the studio mentioned, get to do with this CAS reference number. Where if you get a picking, where it transfer from one region to another, if you get a CAS reference number, we go for allow and make it write the exams. But according to Bangali in the studio, is the fact say most of them that particular policy they not work. They don't see say some certain picking they move from one region to another, then they get the CAS reference number, but still a names in the shop for the exams.
When they come out, we as an examining body, we cater for every school picking at this country for state public exam, we reach that stage. Everything gets procedure. Then principal that we don't train them, we show them all the procedure. If a candidate gets for transfer from one school, not forget about region, from one school to another, that illegitimate transfer where somebody will just come on number from school A to for go school B, this class reference number, with another some principal then they able for make money. We are in candidate and they come out from one school to another, just that illegitimate really. But now that class reference number, it is right officially to ministry. For sure say, hey, this candidate they transfer from this to this. The ministry they inform the principal of that candidate inside the candidate register. Or say this candidate they can't transfer from this school to this school because of so reason. So from there, the principal of that school will don't enter the class. It release the class reference number. So the principal the picking one go sit. So the procedure is so open, it's so clear. They not just want to tell the people the truth, but not in all the way hide, and not in all the way they don't know.
It is concern about the quota system where the ministry they use at the different schools them. Say for example, school A, the ministry ask una for submit name, then go na quota of 50 and una get above 50 school picking them. Waiting for happen in this case.
Any number where ministry approve, na that number they will go by, and then they sign the list and they give we self they sign up for receiver. So not get any changes there. If not 10 candidates, they will enter. So not get no number, they change or they reduce.
So at this stage, the exams them already be don't start, and according to them principals there, now then most of them suppose for do the invigilation, and then say they hand not upon this 2025 Wassce. Waiting at the position of WAEC towards this.
This afternoon we even get paper as una the arena at the background, na lunge at the go-show for conduct exams. So the exam we don't start about 2 weeks ago. The exam they go on, and we know say we deal with the future of the people at this point. So therefore, the exam they go on, and principals and CPSS don't receive all the material there. So then they conduct the exams.
He also make mention of the issue of that password and can get the picking them where can get the photo album and the information them. For say this was way on the conduct, so on not give them picking this particular documents when then can use for get access to the exams.
Well, all that in a way the man don't understand the system. It's like he don't know anything about the system. That BRS day, now then they do offline. So that offline they then can do anything they want. For the mere fact you submit online, you don't get anything again. Yeah, the VRS now then get for do now then they do So any the photo album and the admission notice of candidates then now then they print them for themselves. So why have to not get anything for do the waiting and send at the system now who they take. So now then they do all that now then they give people them VRS and even that VRS then they charge people and some students they have 200,000. 250, 300,000 for get that BRS. Wait, it's not supposed to be.
So, Mr. Saliu, you feel say this message where the coalition of principal solidarity don't pull out, you feel say it don't affect the exams or it don't affect the exams? Just like what you mentioned, say the exams don't start. But plenty people go say major papers they know.
As I tell you, Nalunga they go so. Are they inside for right now? The exams should they go conduct and principal and at this country we know the responsibility as principal. They know say when you teach people until you reach that stage day, if you conduct exam for them, then they go. Then they invigilate the exams. So the exam they don't start, as I tell you, and they continue. That they will go so.
Sally, what's not the cause for the mismatch of names of picking them where they take this exam? What's not the cause?
Now they do the mismatch. Waiting ministry approve for them, then go change them, put their own candidates. And they will pay them money. Where then they compel them now for let them name them. They are the system. And where it's not possible, we not get them at the system. Now then do them, now then your own side. We not get them at the system. The one that will get at the system, now the one that will then submit for cash year one.
So with the kind of response where you don't give this money regarding the issues them, where this coalition of principal solidarity gets against WAEC, is it WAEC not they consider them concerns here legitimate?
Of course, the ministry don't tell them outright. 3 days or 4 days ago, we meet with other stakeholders, whether the law agencies there, now this country. They don't tell them, say, any principle will get legitimate concern. Where you know, say, the list where ministry approve for you, now that list that you enter, go with your list and ministry. Ministry, they forward them to WAEC and see. So if they get any legitimate concern, then get a body, we employ them. Let them go to the body and present the issue. Then from there, the body, they approach WAEC and see. So they don't tell them that they nobody not present list to ministry up to this moment where the exam don't start.
So now where the exam don't start, waiting at the faith of them picking them, where earlier we've been seeing some of them be even stage protests and go to the ministry for raising concerns and say they not get issues, then go to the schools them, do what they're supposed to do, but then left out.
Some of them people and they just go hire them. Now they know side and pull them. The picking the way them who gets now system, let you know, we get 148,632 picking the way they sit this was. We get in our system where they don't do entry for. And then they don't cater for them. So any other number now where they go and talk, now they know who side and pull the number. And we get 886 schools where do their entries and then at the country.
But Saliu, the issue of continuing students them, there are names of picking them where they part of the system, they be the SS2, then promote SS3, but yet still in names and no camp. So those are the problems. That is the growing concern for people. Waiting why I go do all the ministry as well for able for help them picking it. You feel say at the camp, Sally, you feel say all the picking away the 1,000 plus where you talk about now, those are the legitimate picking away for write the exams. Any other one not qualify again?
The only the one that we get issue, now the one that we not submit class year one, only the know about that issue. Some schools and they then fail for register then candidate them for class year one. So if you don't register, I mean you can't see one, you not go do BRS for the other candidates list. Then one and if they say they left them picking that they don't register, of course. Then sometimes you get the one that we eligible, you don't able to verify. But the one that we register, we will get our system. None of they will not qualify for it. The community verify and send the list to we with their sign.
This cast where WAEC puts a premium on, according to the principals, not they even work, because if you take into consideration, then say if una they consider the cast, when the continuous assessment, reason not there for let the picking and go sit exam and F9 they come out every year, where plenty, where if una they take into consideration then continuous assessment, there must be a grade for the picking them. What's in our WAEC position on this?
Continuous assessment ordinary not do for let the candidates pass. Now 30% out of 70. So and it gets procedure where then they take for do that one for combine with the terminal assessment score. So that continuous assessment is not enough for the candidate for say if you submit them, the candidate don't pass already. No, in performance even a consideration parents they back even the risk. Say some of the continuous assessment there, principals are not they even do due diligence. For that they even give them continuous assessment then if the candidates deserve the 30% mark with the exam, that candidate they not go sit exams to get 0 day. Because now themselves as teachers, principal that they mark them people, then they not to WAEC officers them. Now themselves they mark, they know everything about WAEC. So not to new people, they're not to strangers, then at the system. The only problem is they are not honest to tell the truth to the public. Now the issue. Maybe not to any other thing. If they're honest and tell the people the truth, they know say this all are not
Sally, it seems like WAEC and the ministry they work at one and on all that the same spar with regards to this issue of the Wassce. You don't make strong concern with regards to principles where we corrupt, where they take money with regards to this particular exam. So the blame is also the principal, not to WAEC or to the Minister of Education.
Not to only because some principals they do the correct thing and then they conduct exams, so they do the correct thing. But some then they will not agree for the change at all. From them days the way ministry out this radical inclusion, then just say everybody for them ministry and then wipe out back this repeaters policy. And see say that they are waste of money. Some people in their offices them. They don't take 10, 15 years, they don't come on a class and they work. Then government they can't pay money again for them for seats, where they're supposed to even pay for even time. The principal and they collect their money then and even all them government they can't pay back when they are with taxpayers' money then. So then we know they work in isolation with ministry. Anything where WAEC they do, ministry they approve as far as school issues are concerned at this country. Not that you know the way WAEC they do, way ministry not approve for because I can get the schools them. If WAEC want to do this, the ministry get for come and sit together and even conference of principals, SLTU, they are part of WAEC structures. They are part of the decision making body now WAEC until they approve something before WAEC go on for implement. WAEC not they do anything on their own.
I'll take you back to the issue we get for do with the cast. So then when they can get F9, where they can sit Wassce, is it that the schools are not can send then continuous assessments, we can make elect how they perform na the Wassce and not able for reflect on the overall results?
No, if the candidates get in continuous assessments, where you as principal don't submit, then in performance na the exams, now then 2 marks they had and they collect for the candidate the grade. So if the candidate gets 0 na the exams, it's not possible for them to get because the passing marks self gets side. For say the candidate forgets 20 to 50 before he even gets 6 or 5. So if that candidate not get that range, you know they get not that you know score something, he score but you know they get the grade point where na passing mark, not only where they get 1, 2, 3 or 50. If they see okay, Lord take yourself to class exams. If they see the teacher, they say the passing mark na 45 or 40. So if you can score 20, then they can score 10. He get mark, but the only thing he not pass. He not get the passing mark. But this is a grading system. So that's how the thing they work. If the candidate gets in continuous assessment, do the not submit, he must get grade na the exams before ever they able to lift them to mark and before they able to get grade na at the end of the day.
Sally, although you say WAEC not consider them concerns here from them principals here legitimate because you say the ministry they don't communicate with the parents bodies, anybody will get legitimate concern for go through the conference of principals. If una not consider them concern and legitimate, then a principals them and according to Bengali, the membership they cut across the country. We they expect say major papers them for begin next week. If WAEC go now, then Pikia go sit the exam. Principals are not there for invigilate. Waiting for happen.
No, principals then they, me better. Principals then they, because the exam don't start as I tell you. Principals then they. I not say, I say ministry, don't tell them if anybody they will get legitimate concern. Let it forward in concern a ministry. I don't talk them outright. So if Mr. Bengali he get legitimate concern, he no need for Canada social media begin channel did that exams not for right. You know they begin and they don't spend 3 years. If this year they not sit exam, how in as parents, as principal, school authority go feel. So therefore, if in concern legitimate, let them forward on a ministry where they employ an authority. Now them body. Let them forward and the ministry they call we. Now that's my position.
So Sally, when you think say this issue go solve, this issue of caste inconsistency, because it don't happen over the past 3 years, with plenty names in the left out. So when you feel say we go before ladies to rest, when exams come, we no get them kind of issues here of picking away they don't left out, and all in the name of this caste entering system.
Yeah, until they as school authority accept for do the correct thing. Then when they give them timeline for say this entry in a 3 months period, you get 100 picking them, 500 picking them, even 1,000 picking at your school. You get for able register within that 3 months period. The system is so user friendly. Within seconds, you go download your template. And even the entries when they do not do online. Now offline and they do everything. Now when you want to submit it, they need internet. So until they agree for taking their responsibility and not say now the future of leaders of this country then they live in, then problem not good. We were every time the code don't give now the timeline then so they know them. We they open the portal for let them enter. And even if now 100 million people eligible now this country for city exam, WAEC is ready to conduct exam for those children. You see, but now then gets the issue. When they open the portal, enter you picking them because now the procedure. If you say not they go with that procedure, it means every year. But one thing again at this country, when somebody they do wrong, at times like in the public in favor. Now the problem is, but if somebody do wrong, you tell and say, this way do so next time, not do I'm again, you want to strictly. I hope say will not go on them problem there. We self no want that. We picking them, we sisters and they water than they for their exams. They are not to say we self not to see a lady and them or last time. Now they will begin and just school and they will begin and they go. We self at times will become affected. You see, we are not isolated with the system.
How to go be saying the ministry don't negotiate for let una ensure say the picking them way don't be left out for this 2025 government WASC, take the private WASC we go come.
No, well, down there in a ministry in decision, the minister, I think one time the way he don't make mention, see, he could try for see, let them just sit down quietly, you don't talk to the students them, let them see what they get for do in the private WASC. Of course, ministry last year, they do the same. Even last year, that number 90,000 picking the way left out. So ministry call list from them principal there. The one they will qualify, maybe they not even reach 7,000. Then at the end of the day, the one they will sit the exam, they not even reach 4,000. So these are the kind of things we are even encountering as an examining body. If they even they call number, when they say now, well, we account the list for them ministry verify, now different thing. You see, this is not the problem.
According to you, over 148,000 schools picking and ready for the exam. But also, where Bengali be they talk earlier, I make mention of over 84,000 also were left out. For this 2025 WASC, how many schools then they were at all not for take this exam?
Where we get the Cassia one, where are the entry points, we get 892 schools we qualify for take WASC for school candidate 2025. Then even that, where we open the VRS for let them do entries, we get 886 schools we do the entry. It means 12 schools left out again. So then 12 schools, and they will not know the reason, which make them not even do candidates. Either the candidates then they not get them, then just be the enter names them, then other thing again. The principal they need for be honest. If they're honest, we know we'll go with them problem then they. So at the end of the day, we get 886 schools, 148,632. So anybody now will not be do task year one. Of course, MBSSE don't open the way. Forward the list, let MBSSE verify. Then from there, they say they will consider for let them join the one they really can't sit was for private candidates.
How about where you go get a whole school SALU, big schools, where you see you go only get like 4 or 5 candidates we eligible for write the exams? Does it mean like that particular school they not be get picking them now SSS2 where they promote to SSS3 for write the exams?
Well, that's not a concern because if you don't get them picking them, you're supposed to submit CAS year one, they don't give 4 months time. If you're able to submit. So at the end of the day, if they open their desk back, you not submit. So the reason until that principle they can be explained, now this reason they cannot be submit CAS. Or now this reason they cannot be submit CAS. Though I get picking the way they sit. You see? At times you need to call them back, let them host them, let them ask them. Waiting at the reason, then give 4 months period for do entries for you can. Waiting at the reason you not do the entry. And WAEC will not get any force for compel them principle they have for do and will not get penalty for them. So ministry when the employing authority, now they therefore do more to some of those principle there, for them at least they adhere to their responsibility and the deadlines the way they don't put for their entries there. Because their deadline they are then fixed every year. Every year, then deadline they are fixed. As I tell you so now, some schools and they don't submit class year 3 assessments. They don't submit. And they do on up to May 31 this year.
All right. Many thanks for the updates where you give me this morning. That's Saliu Camara, Public Affairs Officer. Now, WAEC be the response to concerns them where the coalition of principals solidarity then gets regarding this 2025 WASC. Well, according to them, they not take their concern here into consideration yet because they not delegitimize them because they not go through the parents' body when at the conference of principals. We will be also try for reach the conference of principals for let we go get somebody for respond. But up until the time where we start the program, we not be able to forget the person we been tell we yesterday say go grant we interview for let we hear from them regarding them concerns here. Also reach out to the Ministry of Basic Education for let we hear from them regarding this issue. They say they go get a press conference today. Also then go update the public but then your position regarding all of the issues where they happen now for SECA the 2025 was where they go on. The breakfast show they continue. We still get Bengali at the studio from this coalition. We don't hear it from WAEC. One, WAEC say they not consider una concerns and legitimate because una not go through the conference of principals. Earlier, they ask you on a relationship with the conference of principals. Now the exams they don't start. We expected and go there at the peak of them from next week. Now with the major paper them go get for the happen. Waiting at the fate of the picking them if una the principals them sets of una day we not get for the parts of the invigilation.
Well, I just wish Sally for Sidonia where we talk on matter of such importance. You understand? First of all, they're not there in place for recognize we or not recognize we. We not feel say they get our authority there for let them recognize principals where get concerned for bring up to the picking for them picking them. You understand? To me, that's not the issue. The issue that we look at with regards to conference of principle for like I tell you say initially, we not officially write them 8C for this body they exist. You understand? But some of us are paid up member from conference of principle where then Sabi we say yes, we are part of them. You understand? And then Sally they mentioned say principals then corrupt, now that they take picking then some of those statements are just unfortunate. If Sally they claim so we don't enter into the system and change names, for God's sake, would I give them code to the principal the way make the internet and systems? We are not stupid. Let them not they talk like people that are fully in this country. Yeah? Would I give them codes them there to the principal there? For argument's sake, could I give them principal to the principal there? Let them go and system and manipulate system. So they even begin to ask questions, say maybe the result then whether they give to people they're not accurate because then systems are prone to anybody where they enter there and manipulate anything. Now they talk to some of them tend for the shame for bringing them out to people. It's just like say a scenario where you invite somebody for kind of party now you host the person kind of before the person they come don't lock on a room. Kidding who turn off on the person can dance stay enter the room. They do not know broke enter the room. You know ask if you know somebody will get sense. You know ask the person how come you get the key? How come you get the key? So all these past years we don't use cars. No when they go to the cast system and print out scannable. Now BIS portal. So what is the BIS portal there for now? Because now two software then give we. So why una go the BIS portal and the final portal? Now don't do every corrections and upload them. Then deliberately refuse for print on the BIS portal and go to the cast.
But it mentioned about the time period at which then give una for doing entries and I think something like 4 months, you know, we then give to a principal.
To me that time is not correct. Like I tell you. You understand? You know, just go send cash without you don't go through ministry. And you go through ministry, let ministry give you quota. Some principal the way in schools and left last year because of the frustration of them and so get to ministry back and front, no check. Then in fact they even bypass ministry and upload. You understand? They upload names them. Now they come to ministry later. So they don't upload names them. So then names and the ministry not be approve them. Ministry not be approve them. So now them principal and they are 100% affected because the name they don't send, ministry don't approve it, but WAEC don't capture them na cast one. So when they go to ministry now, ministry don't approve okay well, I they give you 200 schools, I they give you 200 candidates, but maybe they don't approve 300 candidates. Now cast one, where ministry where WAEC don't capture, but most of them picking their names are not be approved, who say ministry don't capture. So if you go print that one day now, then before the principal submit in final work on the BIS portal when the final, you got to go back to ministry WAEC, a sign against the number where ministry give. So that principal don't submit 300 candidates, but ministry don't approve 200. Now only that 200 candidates then I will upload at the final portal.
It mentioned about something we talk about on the continuous assessment. We on our consent to WAEC, we if you say if every school sending continuous assessment, you know if you say any picking for get F9 inside certain exams, I mean which Sally talk about say that not enough for like picking because it therefore do 30% of the picking in grade.
Now in this case, I tell you now, you understand we in school thing, you understand I don't prepare that picking from SS1, SS2, SS3, I don't send them for exams. There is no need. I know see that cast day, that in continuous assessment, but that 30% day, it get for contribute towards in passing of the exam. There's no need. Let me as a principal go all but it's just not working. Don't not consider now. I say you need to get 20 to 50 before you get 40. Now that picking already, but this particular subject already it get 30%. So already you need an exam just 20% for like get in C6. You understand? But don't consider. And this cascade to the base premium so now only Sierra Leone no more they were cascades. You know then how the part of the West Africa they take these exams. You know did they? Why if that cast so important to the exams? What did they talk? What did they write private was? Is there anything about cast?
But for somebody where they watch will probably say
una concerns and legitimate in this issue we get to do with the WASC exams all about the country. How popular is the coalition of principles solidarity day in the country as of now, based on una stance them, we una call out principles them all about the country now for conduct the exams, in which Salu inside the interview they talk say the exams don't start and principles in the shop for invigilate and supervise.
Well now, in this case, we leadership meet yesterday. You understand? We meet yesterday. When the exam for starts, of course the exam don't start already, but the paper, the big papers then they behind. We don't see it and say, even maybe the whole exams, this number we don't call so, the one the way they go for show for the exam, maybe not we reached up to 30%. You understand? But evident 30%, the leadership yesterday we meet, we take into consideration the Australians. You understand? Let the exam go on. But this one, enough is enough. We take all actions, including legal action, if necessary. In fact, the talk now we're in consultation with lawyers then. Enough is enough. We don't see the pattern where WAEC don't become a bottleneck towards this free quality education. Now, they don't see, Pekin, they're not going for the private WASC. WAEC don't make it clear to we say, Sierra Leone, they pay the least money for exams. Other countries, they now $100, we now $60 would they pay. Understand? So, now, the way exam they bring a pattern where government go be forced for go pay for private WASC. We private schools will pay 604 per candidate, 604 years per candidate. So government private WASC for you to go for now almost 2 million because 1,800,000 lions. They go pay 100 lions na cafe for the entry. Don't go 1,900,000. So almost 2 million. In this economy hours, how many parents will generate them money for go for the exams? So
moving forward, if una they say una will go for take legal action against WAEC, you not think so una they miss something out because they're not even recognize una as a legitimate body because una no make the conference of principles, for example, no say una they exist? You don't think so una for don't start first?
Maybe I like a single Sierra Leonean get for sue WAEC na court. You understand? Based on all then the way they come up to. I like just single Sierra Leonean get for sue WAEC na court, let alone body of principals. So whether they recognize it or not, an officer can go make case na court, they will train me case na court because WAEC not recognize me. That's not argument to we. You understand? Not argument. Like I they say, private WASC na in they want for let everybody go the right. And back to the ministry. This police where they bring can say no receitter. It's wrong. If they say they're not able to pay for receitter, because when they come with the free quality education, the first 5 years, they were paying for receipters. Me and so, and the shift for this seat was 210. For that game requirement. Some people they sit on 310. So if you say no, they pay for receitter, okay, we know maybe they are struggling with the economy. Probably not. But allow receitter in private schools. So that receitter where it go, Mami Fatu, where the broke stone, in Peking, don't go through the free quality education. Maybe don't get 3 credit. But you're not going to raise that 2 million where they ask for. If you go to a private school, like a million school, you go pay like 700,000, 800,000 euros. When we know say maybe I go pay 600,000, I go sit all I'm because I'm Australian. But why they are bent on making money at the expense of people?
Bangali, before you left, we just read few messages and we don't come in because we can't deal with other issue now. This very first one I go look at from the YouTube channel. Alhaji Sheka Conte say, I think now it's time for Sierra Leone to have another examination body as optional. Unless these people will continue to damage the educational sector. Every year is the same drama. We are tired.
The next one they come up from the Facebook page. It come up from Suleiman Kamara. He say this WAEC man is really putting the record straight. May Allah bless him.
Jibrila Dumbuya na the YouTube channel. The problem of the specific WASC problem is of leaving qualified students out of the system can be blamed to the lack of technology and human indifference.
The next one they come from Aliyu Mansari. He say, Mabel, these principals are the cause of those issues. Some of them are too eager for the money. They are protecting what they are expecting to get in the WASC exams. The president really need to take drastic measures against those corrupt principals in the country.
Abdul K. Kabo said the government should provide computers and tablets and internet facilities.
The next one is Suleiman Kama. He said the problem are really coming from the school principals because of their criminal acts, not WAEC.
Ibrahim Sise say, while the concerns raised by the Council of Principals and WAEC are valid, the ministry must move beyond passive oversight and take decisive leadership. To prevent further misunderstanding and promote genuine collaboration, all parties should put aside blame and work together urgently for the sake of our children's future. This must be a moment of unity, not division.
Mohamed Alaji Koma, they say the principals are the problem just because they want money from outside students who only commit themselves to take the exams and never attended the school from SSS 1 to SSS 3.
All right, well, from that message in there, we can wrap up with you, Bangali Tommy, from the Coalition of Principal Solidarity. As you left, we now waiting to be your message so your fellow principals them where they na this coalition for the sake of the picking them because the major paper then they come and then they expect to for invigilate.
Like I said earlier, the leadership meet and discuss even that 20%. Because why? They don't all them ground seat in the picking seats. They don't get information for them. But we not say the informations are all there in the BIS portal. Then for go print that BIS portal and then give you that software, then go print them. If you don't print them, we go take them to court. If by any means we know able to elect na ECOWAS court, thank God na regional exams, we will take them elsewhere. That software BIS not to the BIS will print from there, not to Jupiter will print them from. Now then give it. If they claim say we don't go to the system, we don't go dance there, would that give it the pin or where they use for good day. You understand? When we reach other side, then we'll answer all them questions today. But as it stands now, the exam they go on. Una journalists then, una go through where the exam begin, let una see the kind of absentees they will go for happen. For God's sake, what assume say for argument's sake if they say principal then do the wrong thing, but then keep picking where they want for left out of the exam. So that's Sierra thing. That's Sierra thing. And they never communicate to principal and say, now this cast one would they use this year. All these ones now BIS in the year use. Why the sudden change? Why they change without communicating to principals? Why go change the rules of the game in the middle of the game? So we say we colleagues them, let them go out and support the 20% who probably go write the exam and let them furnish you with information say, with regards to the absentees. As I talk now, one day picking go the Kaswan, where a name appear up to 4 times, and picking the way it did that Kaswan day, now science, then go give art science, then picking up for go. So you got to appear like say, now principal and just go pack picking them, but not in the system. So we're ready for take legal actions against them. Enough is enough.
Many thanks for you joining at the studio this morning. That's Bangali Tommy, the PRO for the Coalition of Principal Solidarity. Be there this morning they talk about concerns them we didn't get against WAEC. And as you hear from them, the leadership don't meet yesterday. The beginning go take the exam, but then go take further action against WAEC for the concerns them we didn't get for SECA this 2025 Wassce. We will continue for monitor waiting to happen, and at any time we will bring you back for updates the public on this. Thank you, we can at the studio this morning.
Thank you very much.
You still watch the breakfast show on Liberty TV. We can look at other important issues shortly. Let me just go to the sponsors, take a break, and come continue with the breakfast show.
Hello, Barry.
Hey, Sadie, what's up?
How are you?
Samo, hook me up quick. Samo, someone going to forget some football pictures there for this week. I don't check all the side there, all day down. But Damo, help me to one where am I going for ginger and swagger for this week?
Ask Leo.
Ask Leo? Who is Leo?
Ask Leo, Sam. I did it. No, can't go to me, feeling. Allow me to finish my food.
Leo will help you. Open an account, check your balance, buy airtime to pop, send money. Leo will help you locate the nearest ATM point. Leo will help ease your stress by helping you get the most fascinating fixtures. Oh yes, for our football lovers. Leo will do this and many more.
Wow!
All you need to do is save Leo to your mobile phone with the number +232 79 919 919 and get to chat with Leo on WhatsApp. Go on, try it now. You can also chat with Leo on Facebook Messenger by typing UBA Chat Banking. Leo is your virtual banker who serves you wherever you are with just one click away. It is UBA. We are your #1 bank for all the right reasons. For more inquiries, call us on +232 78 200 200 or follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at uba.sl. We are Africa's global bank.
Hey! Enjoy the new collapse bundle price drop. Now you can get your weekly collapse bundle for 6 millions only on Maxit app. Download the Maxit app now on Play Store or App Store. Install the app and enter your orange number and password. Now follow the simple step here. Open the Maxit app. Next, tap the account. Then select airtime and bundle. Enter the number where you want buy for. Now choose the collapse bundle where you need and the one where go suit you. Finally, type your password. Bam! All things set. Subscribe to the collapse bundle today and enjoy more browsing for small couple.
Orange.
All right, we continue with the breakfast show as they look at issues them we get inside the program this morning as we don't discuss about education and till we get for do with the 2025 WASCE exams. You will continue for sending your message to the number +232 74 200 545 or you drop a comment at the platform also you they watch we from. We will continue with the conversation.
All right, we will continue with the breakfast show and now at same follow we can talk to we headline sponsors. We na Orange Sierra Leone. Of course, we know say Liberty TV is being powered by Orange Sierra Leone, and we proudly they are so now one of the reasons that they one of the backbones them na Orange Sierra Leone. They make una the see we live na the different platforms. Say una they get Liberty TV, and today we get at the studio where they can get a conversation with somebody from Orange Sierra Leone, as then they can tell we about the Orange Energy and the Orange Social Venture Prize. Waiting there about for the customers, them waiting at this particular product where they can discuss inside the program this morning. In case you get any question for ask or comments for make, drop them in the comment section as we don't be joined by Alfie Barry from Orange Sierra Leone. Good morning. Now a pleasure for get you back.
Good morning, Mibet. Good morning, Jonathan. My pleasure for there.
All right, let me just start with the Orange Energy. What's it about?
Well, Orange Energy as here about light. So, Mabel, you all know say light issue, a very big issue in Salone. So, I will look at World Bank report. We say now only 30% of the population of Sierra Leone really connected to the national grid. Of course, we all know the government take steps for ensure say we get light. And in fact, one day where they don't become even heavily impacted and one day in the rural areas. And we all know say the rural areas also we can normally something we can pay attention to the urban area, but the rural areas also we have a lot of people that are living there, and some of them really they embark on a lot of activities, agriculture, and then again a small business where they run also. So they really need energy for really help for push them business, also communicate. So this Orange Energy, the whole idea it come out of a survey we do. Orange normally we are data driven, so we go to them areas and then we talk to people and we see the dire need as to why we really need for let people and get light. So we decide for launch this Orange Energy, so now a solar energy about light, but a very sustainable. So when you get this Orange Energy in a full package, they prevent you for that money they use for go buy candle or for go light you per lamp. Where scientists and say too clean for the environment, you go use that money now and buy this with solar kits. When a full kit, you go use the hose for get light, and also you enjoy also for watch television. You get fan also. So now a whole package where actually Orange roll out for the poor people especially, because it actually gets not too expensive, but also we get a flexible payment system. Understand what we call pay as you go.
So how will they work? If, for example, we don't be Orange subscriber forever, how I go able to access the energy, the Orange Energy? Okay, so actually it didn't always shop them all over the country. Of course, if you go to any partner this country, as long as we get shop then we also get we staff them, they sell them. We also get some of affiliate which we all over. So actually, when you come at the office, you see you want the Orange Energy. It by different package, depend to your pocket actually. So what's in the different prices? So we get basic kits,
we get the premium, we get the premium plus. So it depends on your pocket. So I can just talk you through briefly what's involved in then the Orange Energy. So the Orange Energy, it comes with bulb, then a light, bulb, we in a solar, and you charge them. You also get solar fan. And we get that fan day, you charge them, it use it for 9 hours. You also get television. So we get 24 inches and 32 inches television. We also get inbuilt decoder. So we use that decoder day, you get access to free-to-air for nearly 500 channels all over the world. So that is quite big. So for example, if you go for the basic kit, we go for 4,000 Mabel, you go pay upfront 700 leons. So you go do your monthly subscription 220 leons. So if you do the calculation, you pay for 15 months. So every month you pay 700 leons. So for example, the premium, where they talk about 32 inches television, it go for 15,500 leons. You pay 1,500 leons upfront, and you will pay 700 leons subscription every month, and you will complete for PM in 20 months. What's really exciting, we get different for that price. What's really exciting about this whole thing, where you get this package, you pay small. If, for example, we get the television, we get warranty. So if you point like your hand, with no fault of yours, Orange is step in and can give you a new one.
So as we look at them different prices then they for them packages and the way Orange they offer. Just like way people get the strong conviction say Orange is the best network across the country. So we also want to look at the efficiency of these packages they own at the key to people how we get for work and how, just like you don't mention, see when I get you know warranty if anything gets spoiled with this particular thing, the Orange can come in and able for do them. So I want to know how people are able for access for get them package. What you need for get for make them able for give the package, like we pay the upfront first, whether you get for count a national ID or you now workman or not workman, how you able for get them packages there.
Thank you very much, Alassane. So we see people get the conviction. So it's scientific are the biggest company in the salon. We get the biggest expansion rate in the country. So not to like a conviction. It is quite scientific. But also, as I tell you, this is a customized solar energy. Way very sustainable but also environmentally friendly also. So yes, where you go, you get forget some form of identification, of course, for no saying last time they can buy. They also get forget Orange team. We get a whole people away they purely for that in the marketing department. So we get for go, they get for give you of course you get for go Orange money, so you get for the pay through Orange money, you get for ask for ID card, they get for give you special pin. We get for use for do you payment, we also communicate if anything also come. So you get for get a real-time communication with the people that are in charge of this whole energy business. So if anything emanates from the whole thing when it comes to repair or replacement, there is a mechanism for it for people for real ensure say then continue to enjoy this. So imagine you get like a place hot, so of course you are now moving to the rainy season. You charge a fan for 9 hours. You don't need for all you get for charge fan. I think Sedande, everybody get for be glad for really ensure you get that package. So it's very cheap. You get flexible payment system, but you also get a very sustainable warranty.
And these are products we cut across. You know, means pass you get you Orange SIM.
No, this is everybody. Well, actually, yes, everybody. But they encourage you because you get for pay through Orange money. Also, so for get Orange SIM. But I think it is quite inevitable. Even other competition, they quietly get Orange SIM because we have the biggest financial platform in the country. So that's not going to be a problem. But you actually need to get an Orange SIM for really enjoying services there. Mabel.
How indifferent from the social venture price?
Oh, that's a very good question. So the social venture price, they actually target the entrepreneurs, innovators. So we look at really anybody will get idea. We all know say entrepreneurship. We have brilliant people in Sierra Leone. Mabel and Hassan. We have brilliant people, but always don't believe back say we get this too much dependency in syndrome on government, and government will create job for everybody. If you look at some research we don't come across, government will create 20% of the jobs that we need in Sierra Leone. So we need the private sector for coming. And how do you bolster the private sector? Now where you therefore engender and encourage entrepreneurship. So that is what basically the OSVP is doing, the Orange Social Venture Prize. So basically what in Orange you think about, that for ensure we catch the one when they get brilliant initiative. Social ventures, things that were innovated. We target maybe 4 areas. So we target agriculture, health, e-commerce, and also digital technologies. So your idea, your concept, therefore be innovative, you therefore think outside the box. So for answer your question, how this is different from the Orange Energy, this one they talk about light business for provide sustainable light for with people them also, whilst this one they actually help for engender entrepreneurship spirit in the country.
So how the public go able to apply for the social venture?
So the application, maybe we don't come out, we pull the application and be issue a press release with all over, we share all the different media houses in the country. We pull the application from March 13th, and it close March 18th. So it's not too hard, it's very easy. So we have a portal. If you look at the press release or the issue, we have a portal. When you open that portal, we get two links. The first link, it tell you the importance of this OSVP. So this OSVP, not to just Orange, Salon they do one. So it in all the OMIA countries. We will say OMIA now, Orange, Middle East and Africa. So we have 17 countries that are having this Orange Social Venture Prize. And the other countries are the 17th edition of this. While we Salon, we're at the 7th edition, this is start 2009. So the application, the link there, you can just open the link and it's very easy for you. So the link is HTTP. Sorry, if I can just get the link. HTTP /poesam.orange.com/en and / a very easy follow you actually apply. So this OSVP competition, as I say, it targets 4 different areas. So science, health, agriculture, technology and e-commerce also. So if you pitch your idea, we have 2 sets of competitions. So we get the first one at the national competition where everybody can contest as long as you get innovative and brilliant idea. But also get special one for women them. So we can call it tech queens.
So the innovative and brilliant ideas and they get from these 4 sectors and the way
those are the 4 thematic areas that we are targeting.
Okay. So what thing would be the prize?
Okay, so we get different very exciting prizes where people can win really. So for me, what I learn for this country, we have people that have ideas, but they say, I get this idea, but I don't get capital, I don't get startup. So this OSVP is really targeting those that are having these ideas and they are struggling to have startups. So we get different money that we win, very big money we get for win, but also very competitive and very fair and open. So if you happen for win the first winner for the national competition, you entitled for win 200,000 or 200 million as per the Oleons. And for the woman they work we call the tech queens, you entitled for win 150,000 also, we now 150 million for the people and we still struggle with the new currency. But also after that, so as I tell you now in my initial submission, see, not just Orange Salon did one, Orange Africa and Orange Middle East did one, so that's 17 countries. So what we basically get for do after then all the 17 countries them, the judges are going to look at the best one them, they're going to select the top 10 and therefore go into a competition also. We also hope say Salon will be among them, and make it very important. Let not just target the national. You get for think outside the box also for target also the international prize. So the one them way they get for select out of the 10, they get for go through a very competitive process at the whole of Africa, and they also get very big money the way they get for win. So for example, the first one will get for win the international competition, and I hope my Salon people will win that competition. You're entitled for win $25,000, the first man. But also the woman on the young side also for international, you're entitled for win $20,000. And the second one for the international also they win $15,000, and the second one up they win $10,000.
So as we wrap up the program, when for expect say when they close the application and the term for the real draw itself, the competition? So
as I said, the application will not come for March 11th. It will close May 17th. So we have a lot of time. We have basically 3 weeks for let people and still continue to apply. And I can tell you based on we portal so far we see a lot of applications that they come in, just like last year. So for example, if you look at last year, Monica Jackson where win the tech queen. And a young concept that for really a concept where it help education. Very innovative, very brilliant lady, but also a young idea now for make sure the education going on the serve or on reach side and way so well education not to penetrate there. So then ideas they want. So once somebody something for come up from in the healthcare, also in agriculture, we all help for complement government effort for bolster with economy also. So it will close May 17th. So after the closing in August, we get forget a very big one. We get forget a whole panel where they come, they assess the competitors, we invite the journalists, so that speaks to the transparency and accountability of it. We invite international partners, we invite the government, ministry, department, and agency. They get for come on that pitch day. When I can pitch you an idea, and after that, they will go for select the winner. So now a very fair process, a very competitive also, but really with the advice people, your idea, your concept, if in agriculture, a health, they get for be technology based. So you get to be techie a bit because you know, say Orange Salon, we are very big on technology, everything we do.
Just like we talk about entrepreneurship idea, we now a key concept for able for help development in our country. With then new ideas and the way people in the other innovations and they can help for move a country go before. Me get more. I want to concentrate more on this Orange NIG. We get to do with them packages then they owner they get to various set of people across the country. You know, as we say, we get issues of light, problem at the country, inconsistencies of light. So how now they do? Is it a package just for Freetown or is it all about the country now?
No, not at all. As long as you salon, you go na Kono, you go na Makini, you go na Bo, you go na Kailan. As long as we have Orange shops where you go for ask for buy SIM card or for go buy top up or for go do Orange money. The package is available there. So that's what we basically do. And not just for Orange shop them. We also get affiliate they would work with also. Other small business they would work with also. You also go get them packages. So for me, you don't need for attitude. If you go down, if you come on, I go now the street, you go now with head office, even na lodger, if you have a shop there, you go there. So that's how we're able to diversify the process. So you don't actually need for kind of headquarter, or you don't necessarily need for dinner Freetown. So for me, the whole idea really, I will target the poor people. For instance, you know what it mean for you get you picking tomorrow. Take NPSC, you get you solar, you get the confidence. Say this lightning go off. Also like EDSA where you go deep and study until light go. Where you charge your solar enough, the light go there for a very long time. You charge your fan 9 hours, you get continuous comfort. If you put the television on, where also it's been solar powered, you got access to 500 free-to-air channels. So that's something we're very big. We also the targets are actually the poor people. That make it not too expensive, but also you get flexible payment system. So I tell you what, if you make up your mind, you go for any of the packages what I don't highlight initially. You can pay for a small till you pay without even you knowing it.
And that brings me to a question we just come in, where we go read before we wrap up the program. Alaji K Kabode asks, my question is, what if someone started to pay and along the line the customer passes away? What happens?
Well, I know we left it to the lawyers because indemnification is something very big, a very academic and intellectual question. But for me, I hope I hope the person not die. Let all man enjoy this life. I'll all get long life anyway. But anyway, if you can't allow you go cross the. But for me, the main concept here, Mabel, this is. So for me, if you look at Orange, if you look at we corporate social responsibilities, back on, we are very targeted in our approach. We always need to go for really for show off. We are targeting poor people that are in deprived areas. So when they think about any concept, that is what drives us. So when you see this Orange energy, whether mommy, whether in a tankatope, at least you get in 2.5 or 3 million. If they get in solar above in place, if they begin able to study. You know what I mean? You are actually preparing those children for the future. Because for me, blackout in itself, now turn off for not study. Me, I know I be go school when light not now they use as excuse for not study. I'm a light not. But you have the confidence then now that if you charge you bulb, you get 4, 5, 6 hours constant light dinner you host, you fan there on 9 hours. I tell you what. I don't think anyone might want to miss that. So they call on people and for any of you shop them and get them with package they were available very, very cheap and then get a flexible payment system we'll call pay as you go.
All right, many thanks to Canada studio this morning, Alfie Barry from Orange Sierra Leone. As you can tell, we about the Orange Energy, where you don't encourage everybody for just gonna any of the outlets them. You go able to get easy access for help you fit the blackouts where people on the complaint box, and also it tell you about the OSVP, where the deadline for application is on May 17th, right? May 17th, and they encourage young entrepreneurs them for where they focus on agriculture, education, health and e-commerce for apply for let you go able for win that big prize and boom your business. Well, we're going to bring updates from Orange Sierra Leone as we get them. For Leona continue forget all the updates and promotions them when they bring come for Una. Now this edition of the Breakfast Show go left on many thanks to the production team, and we want to say many thanks to the technical team, Musa Saukuruma, Samuel Joseph Thomas, and camera operator Dennis Camara. So till we meet again, remember say throughout the day we go for the drop different content them. Now the different platform them Musa they get Liberty TV. Get a good weekend and success to all the picking them way for take the NPSC exams tomorrow. We wish you all the best. Until then, Mabel Kabade, get a good weekend and goodbye.
And me, Al-Hassan Kuma, they wish you a pleasant weekend. Continue for Watch Liberty Television for all the very best of information. Stay blessed and get yourself a comfortable day.
develop city, then clean. All clean city, develop.
This is Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown. And today, I want to talk to Freetonians about sanitation. We objective, transform Freetown, transforming lives. We not go able to achieve them if we all not join hands. Freetown City Council get role, but every Freetonian also get responsibility. Let we start first with the fact say FCC with the sweep 110 major streets every single morning from Monday to Saturday. But when we don't sweep the streets, if Freetonians then come and they continue for heap dirty in the street, in order to make the place look fine. Now make we get them litter bins them. The yellow bins we wanna go see around. So with the waka, you drink from your water bottle, your water plastic, you eat your packet something, not even a ground where you done. Make sure so you put on one of them bins then they. That litter bin they, in order for you host dirty. You know mean say if you pack you host dirty, you can pin her next to the bins them. Not to the idea that. No give you host dirty. To the one where the Allah say clean salon. No say that dirty way they collect now you host. You know get for can go now the one of the two official sites. You know they can go Kissy Bomber, you know they can go King Tom Bomber. It turns so it left on a ground. And now we council get a problem, but you self get a problem because now front somebody else in Domot, your own dirty don't end up. So wait you for do with you host dirty. We get the one then a council when we don't certify, so then approved waste providers, then they on tricycles, some of them they a vehicle. You will get host, you will get business, you in a hospital, institution, everybody for make sure say the waste collected by an approved FCC waste collector. We get the tricycle groups, we get the companies, so you go see them around. We engage with them on a regular basis. And wait till we go do now as we come into this new year. Now for make sure say FCC stand behind them for you for no outside and day and for let them self go to you so that we no go get that gap. When you eat dirty in a gutter, it end up na Lumley Beach, Toke Beach, all the tourism ambition where we get for the city, we lost that potential there. FCC, they spend boku money on dirty business. The fuel, the labor, the vehicle maintenance, the spare parts, the night operations, the illegal dump site clearing where we get for the do every now and then. All that boku money, I'm not going to say we're not going to spend anything, but we're going to reduce some. If Freetonians then do the right thing. Because we not going to get for go clear illegal dump sites. We're not going to get for sweep as many streets and spend as long. So if we reduce that money will spend now on dirty business, we will able put some on development. We all want for improving municipal schools. We want improve the markets them. We want for let we see new developments at the city. That money will be used for dirty business. You and while we all make up with mind. Pay.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.